I have found the best accessory for the best Bulma figure ever. Today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Bulma and the Figuare-Rise Mechanics Variable Number 19 Bulma's motorcycle. Now what makes this the best Bulma figure ever and what makes this the best accessory? We're gonna take a look at that and more after we play that intro. So in the lore of Dragon Ball, there's an argument to be made that Bulma is the most important figure of them all. If it wasn't for Bulma finding Goku in the woods, introducing what the Dragon Balls were, taking him on a quest to go find the Dragon Balls, who knows what Goku would be doing today? He might be out there still beating up fish and jumping in lakes naked. Actually, he'd be arrested. That's what he'd be doing today. He'd be arrested. But throughout their journey in Dragon Ball, we get a look at Bulma in many different looks and hairstyles, and honestly, it never stops. Like, she looks different from episode to episode sometimes. And honestly, one of my favorite looks is this figure right here, the S.H.Figuarts Bulma, which is a little bit weird because I just reviewed that Bulma Adventure Begins, and it says Adventure Begins on the box, and this one just says Bulma. So is this supposed to be like the official Bulma? I mean, honestly, I'm okay with that. Look at how awesome this image looks on the front of the cover. And get a little image of her winking. Inside of the box we get the Dragon Radar, image of Bulma pulling up her gloves, foreshadowing her relationship with Vegeta maybe. Back of the box, a bunch of images, but who cares? It's S.H.Figuarts. There's always a bunch of images to figure, but sometimes it's cool to look at them, so look at them. Now amongst all the various looks that we get from Bulma in this series, we also get a look at a bunch of different vehicles that she uses along all the journeys. One of those being this Variable 19 that we're taking a look at today. Oftentimes these vehicles are stored in capsules, which, hey, I got one here today. I know the box is Ramen Toys, but Ramen Toys makes everything. Why wouldn't they make a capsule? Unlocked in this capsule is a past me who already took a look at the box, so let's go ahead and get that guy so I can go get some coffee. What we do have is the packaging for this Figuare-Rise figure. You get a nice little manga image of the figure that's right here. Bottom of the box, we'll get a look at the bike and all the different variables that it's able to do. Side of the box, we get that image again, some repeated images here at the bottom. Other side of the box, once again, that image. And I guess what's technically back of the box, some cool stuff on there. I could Google translate that, but we ain't got no time. Let's get into opening this by saying those two magic words.
Open fish.
All right, got that guy back bottled up in the capsule. Hopefully I don't lose it. But here we have Bulma outside of the box. A lot of cool accessories. And honestly, if you're wondering how I could say this is the best Bulma figure ever, I mean, just take a look at it. We got Bulma with armor, gloves. She's super armored out. She's been through battle with that Band-Aid like it's 2007, and she's a huge Nelly fan. Whatever year that was, it was a long time ago. I'm showing my age. Most of you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Once you do a Google search of Nelly, Band-Aid. All right, I'll give you a second. Crazy, right? She has these rugged boots on, which are awesome. She has this pack that's on the side that kind of moves up and down, which will probably help for the articulation. One thing I really like are these joints on this figure. Not those type of joints. Once again, that's for my Cheech and Chong channel. But these joints, even though they're not the best on any figure ever, they're a huge improvement compared to this Adventure Begins Bulma, this huge ball that pops out. Like, she needs to go get a checkup. This is a huge improvement on this Bulma. Already right there makes it the best Bulma. Along with the aesthetics, who doesn't like a girl with a side ponytail? She's even rocking a killer look with only one pant leg. She took that LL Cool J style of rolling up her pants and took it to the next level. Once again, most of you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, so Google LL Cool J rolling up pants. I'll give you time. Back of the figure's continuing that awesome look. You got that strap that's on the top here. Once again, these joints aren't the best, but they pop out a little, but they help the knees to hide right here. And if you put it at the right angle, you won't see that gap that it creates. Articulation is pretty good. I mean, you can get more than the T out of her, except for on this side because of that shield. Although you can maneuver it to get more range of motion with her. Leg articulation, whoa. That's one thing about these shorts. Like, you gotta decide, do you want shorts or pants? Why not do both? She's a free spirit. She can do what she wants, and she can show a little cheek. Bulma's crazy. All in all, a good looking figure. We got this winking face, which is a really awesome look for Bulma. It's a fun looking faceplate. We got this Bulma looking off to the side also with that Band-Aid. Then we just got Bulma with the smiling face. And if you have this Bulma Adventure Begins figure, you can swap out the faceplate so you can have a more dynamic figure. Although with as badass as this outfit is, that face doesn't go along with it, but it's still, you can have some versatility, have some fun with it. And just like that Adventure Begins figure, you get a Dragon Ball radar and a hand with the peg to hold that Dragon Radar. She's wearing gloves, so this hand is pretty awesome, pretty different. With this Bulma, you get the 5-star Dragon Ball. It's kind of hard to pick up there in the camera because these are see-through. So you can't really see the dots that are on there, but there's 5 stars that are on here. I don't remember what was with that other Bulma figure. Maybe it was a 2-star Dragon Ball. I don't think it matters. You get another Dragon Ball. You get this palm for holding the Dragon Ball. Kinda, sorta, if you place it just right, she can hold the Dragon Ball and take a look at it. You get this open palm hand right here. And you get one of my favorite accessories. And you get one of my favorite accessories, which is this machine gun right here, which is an awesome looking machine gun. I guess I'm not a gun connoisseur, but I'm calling this a machine gun. It just looks really awesome. You have this strap on here. What's cool is that this strap comes off just in case when you're posing it gets in the way, so you can have her holding it without that strap or with the strap. Very versatile. And in order to hold that, of course, you're gonna need hands. You get this hand with the pointy finger, which I thought originally was for holding the gun, but it's not. You actually have these two hands that are slightly open, one with the trigger finger and one just flat for holding, that you can hold that gun with, or you can use to hold something like maybe a motorcycle handle, which is what I'm super excited to take a look at now. And this is a Figuare-Rise model, which you do have to build out, which I've already done, but past me hasn't. So let's get that guy back out and let's take a look at that. So this is my first Figuare-Rise figure, and we're gonna be taking a look at this bike right here. The thing is, if you ever had a Figuare-Rise figure, then you know you're gonna have to build this thing. Look at all, it comes with all these pieces, nice shiny metal on here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put all this stuff together in order for us to do this. It looks like the Bulma figure, even that comes with it, I gotta put together. I gotta put together all this stuff. There's stickers in here, hair. I got some work to do. So, I've never done this before. It's my first time doing it. Comes with instructions, nice little booklet with all the instructions of what we're gonna have to do. Honestly, you don't wanna wait for that. So with the magic of editing, all right, honestly, that was a lot of work. This is my first model kit I've ever put together, which was fun to do, but honestly, that took a long time. That's what got past me doing the work. But here we have it, Bulma's motorcycle, variable number 19. These are stickers that come on the side here, and it does move around a lot because there's 3 modes for this bike. You get this motorcycle for bike mode, and then you have a bipedal mode in 2 different variable forms. It has a little stand that it's sitting on, but you can take the stand off, and it does function to be able to roll around. These tires do move, although not the best. You got another dragon radar that's on here. A lot of sticker work that you got to put on it, but it's honestly really cool, and the green matches this figure perfectly. Now, if Bulma's gonna be riding a motorcycle, the one thing she might need is a pair of goggles, which we have right here, which came with this Bulma figure. You pop the head off, wrap it around her neck, and then you can use it while she's riding the bike. But you can't really put them on her face while she's riding the bike. She can look like she thought about it. But let's be honest, it's Bulma. She's not really gonna use it for the function. She can look cute. Now, one thing about this Figuare-Rise model kit is that you do build out somewhat of a figure. You do get this Bulma figure, which the arms will move around, and she does have a little bit of articulation up and down in her upper chest. So you can place it on the bike and have this one posed if you like that more manga purple hair Bulma. The downfall of this is there's no articulation in the legs or in the elbows for this arm. So you do get a different pair of legs and arms. You have to like swap out and put on the figure. So you can't swap out the arms and legs on this figure. That way you can have a standing Bulma, which you're gonna need because there are different modes for this bike. Not only do you have bike mode, you also have this bipedal mode right here, which is pretty awesome. Now you might be wondering, why do I got 2 here? And here's the thing. When I was building out this motorcycle, I actually broke one of the pegs that were on here because it is flimsy plastic a little bit. And so I had to super glue this motorcycle. So this one's permanently a motorcycle for me. However, all these parts are fully functional. They do move around. For instance, even though this is more like a robotic mode, you can move everything into place. This does become more of a driving vehicle versus that standing more mech type of bipedal mode. So essentially we have her on this mode moving along, and then if she gets into battle, the mech would change and stand up like so. Now it doesn't stand up on its own, unfortunately, but you do build out a stand that goes in the back, and then you're able to have the mech stand up on its own so you can display it on your shelf. Now you don't necessarily have to get this awesome S.H.Figuarts Bulma figure because you do get a figure with it, but it's really not the best. So if you are somebody who's into just like a display model kits, like this should be fine for you. I personally like to play around with my figures, which is why I really like this figure on it. But that's also why you get her standing for this Figuare-Rise model kit one. You can place her in the vehicle standing up, or you can place her in the vehicle where it's sitting down. Honestly, not the worst thing ever. Once it's displayed, it doesn't look all that bad, but it doesn't look as good as this one. Check out this Bulma figure sitting on the motorcycle. I mean, you can put her in action poses where she's shooting, she's doing all types of stuff. It's just the best. Honestly, she fits in this thing perfectly standing up like this. There are pegs on here so you can put on the Bulma figure, but this Bulma figure doesn't have peg holes, which is new and a first. But really, man, just take a look at that. That just looks really awesome. She fits in there perfectly for all 3 modes. She can ride the bike very well. You do have to prop her up to where she can stand up a little bit. She doesn't sit down in there perfectly. But if you're having her action poses, that's probably what she'll be doing anyway. She fits awesomely in the bipedal mode, both the standing up version and the one that's rolling along. So like I said at the beginning, this is the best accessory for the best Bulma figure. If you don't agree with me, fight me. Don't fight me. I'm a dad. I gotta take care of my kids. I can't be fighting anymore. I already got a crooked nose because I did a lot of that as a young man. I don't think that's smart. But what you can do is subscribe. How about that? If you don't like me, hit the dislike button, increase engagement. If you like it, hit the like up button. And as always, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I do want to give a quick shout out to some of the people who have watched most every single video that comes out, always comment, always interact with me. Big shout out to James Holland 5853, Jukebox Hero _21, RX _Ronin, Hustleless, Hustles. Is it Hustles or Hustleless? I mean, it says it right there. I just can't read. My bad, bro. Thanks for commenting on the videos. I'm sure there's more that I'm missing out. There's been a bunch of you guys that supported me since day one. So I do want to take time to thank you guys as this channel grows. If you're new to the channel and you want to catch up, you're going to want to watch this Open Please playlist right here. Or if you're really into Dragon Ball, here's this Dragon Ball playlist right here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you guys next time.